Supervisor Bello, Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nothing under preliminary matters tonight. Under regular business, we have the President adoption minutes from September 7, 2016.
And thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I've had the opportunity to review our minutes from the September 7th, 2016 meeting. They require no additions, changes, or deletions at this point in time. I move that they be adopted.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel,
Abstain.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Boardway,
Yes.
motion's carried.
Item number 2 is consideration of all fund bills. Councilman Genzel.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. At this time, I make a motion to approve the abstract in the amount of $45,567.51.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel,
Yes.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Boardway,
Yes.
carried.
We have no correspondence. Item number 4, new business request from the floor. Open up the floor, come up, talk about it. I'm not going to let it get into a career circus like it was. Yelling back with residents yelling, elected officials yelling. You're not going to do that back and forth. Come up if you want to talk about something, be courteous. I'll open it up. If it gets out of hand, we'll close the floor. So make a motion to open the floor.
And second that.
Do you have your mic on? Sorry.
Okay, there we go. Make a motion to open the floor.
Second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel,
Yes.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Boardway.
Yes.
Come up to the mic, state your name, address, 3-minute time limit, please.
Joanne Stang, 7780 Eddy Road. I just want to know if there's anything being done to ensure the residents of the town of Boston that town hall is open when it's supposed to be open. 2 days in a row I came down to get a hunting license. I finally went to Walmart. I mean, it's getting, and tax time's coming up. Not sure it's going to be real good for town residents of the town of Boston if it's not open when it's supposed to be. That's what I'm really concerned about.
Mrs. Snake, and you know, and the clerk can answer this after. I'm not gonna open up the floor, so it's an open floor period. The town hall hours are from 9 to 4 every single day. The clerk can answer any other questions she has after the meeting with you.
Okay.
I think that if we proceed doing it that way, it doesn't get into this long drawn debate out. And if you just stay after, I'm sure she'll answer your questions for you.
Okay,
Thank you. I make a motion to close the floor.
And second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel,
Yes.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Boardway,
Yes.
carried.
Item number 2, special permit for Roy Emerlin.
And thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This is a special permit application for Roy Emerling for excavation of gravel. It is off a piece of property he owns on Boston State Road, just a bit south of Wildwood Drive. He's going to determine how much of that gravel is actually needed. It will be moved to other locations in the town. The fee has been paid. My recommendation is that this permit be approved.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel,
Yes.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Boardway,
Yes.
carried.
Item number 3 is site plan for 8038 Boston State Road, construction of cold storage building.
And thank you again, Mr. Supervisor. This was a site plan that had gone through the planning board for construction of cold storage building behind Mastic Heating and Cooling down on Boston State Road also. Always like to see a business expanding and needing a little bit of extra space. Based on the September 13th, 2016 correspondence from David Stringfellow, chairman of the planning board, is their recommendation that it be approved. At this point in time, I make that motion.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel,
Yes.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Bordway.
Yes.
Item number 4 and 5, application for use of facility for Boston Historical Society, one for the potluck dinner, one for the board meeting. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'm going to do these as two separate motions. First, we have an application for use of facility on the 25th of October, 2016, from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock for the use of their potluck dinner. They expect 30 to 40 people. They are asking for the town hall community room with the kitchen and bathroom facilities. Because this is a town event, the deposit has been waived. They will not be serving alcohol. They are not having a private party. It is a public special event. I'd like to make a motion that we accept the application for use of facility.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel,
Yes.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Bordway.
Yes.
Carried.
And thank you again, Mr. Supervisor. Again, for the Boston Historical Society, they have a request for the use of facility on November the 15th, 2016, between the hours of 7 and 9 for the event of a board meeting. They are asking for the use of the community room only. They are not serving alcohol. It is not a private party. Again, the deposit has been waived because it is a town event. I would like to make a motion that we accept this application for use of facility also.
Second it.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel.
Yes.
Supervisor Bello.
Yes.
Councilman Bordway.
Yes.
We have to jump down to old business public hearing CDBG grant and make a motion to open a public hearing at 7:40 p.m.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel.
Yes.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Bordway.
Yes.
Carried.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. What we have here is a notice of a public hearing, notice to the citizens of the town of Boston. A public hearing will be held today, September 21st, 2016, at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Prevailing Time at the Boston Town Hall, 8500 Boston State Road, Boston, New York, regarding the use of the federal community development funds in the town of Boston. The town of Boston is eligible for a federal community development grant under Title I of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 as amended. The purpose of the hearing is to provide an opportunity for the citizens to express community development and housing needs and to discuss possible projects which would benefit low and moderate income persons in the town of Boston. Citizens are urged to attend this meeting to make known their views and/or written proposals on the town of Boston's selection of potential projects to be submitted for possible funding by the Federal Community Development Program. The hearing will also present a review of prior community development projects and expenditures and a discussion of eligible activities. This is dated September 6, 2016 by the order of the town board, and it's published September 13th, 2016. What we have here, folks, is the annual CBDG block grant fund. Last year's funds we used for the storm drain project on Mill Street and Boston Crossroad. Many of you folks have been here throughout the years and seen that we did receive 2 of these grants in the past for that project. This is an opportunity for citizens within this forum to express their views and what they would like to see an application set forth for anything in the town of Boston. So please come up, state your name and your address, and let us know how you feel these funds should be allocated for the town of Boston. Thank you. Seeing no public comment, the board will discuss what we'd like to pursue and let you know in the future what CBDG block money will be gone for. At this time, make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel.
Yes.
Supervisor Bello.
Yes.
Councilman Bordway.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 6, town park pond restoration bid. Make a motion to table that.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel.
Yes.
Supervisor Bello.
Yes.
Councilman Bordway.
Yes.
Carried.
If I will, Mr. Supervisor, you might be asking why this was tabled. Unfortunately, for this type of money under our procurement procedures, we need 3 bids. The Councilman Keating offered us 2 bids here. We will be waiting another bid so that we can pick the best price for the citizens of Boston.
Item number 7 is a bid for installation highway roof project. I make a motion to table that too.
And second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel,
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Boardman.
Yes.
Carried.
And if
Same reason
Yeah.
it is on with the pond bid. We called multiple companies, we only received 2 bids on it, so we have to get a 3rd one on it. We thought we'd have the 3rd one in time to do this, unfortunately we don't. So hopefully by the next board meeting, we'll have our 3rd bid in on that, so we can get that re-insulated, well, partial of the building insulated down there. Item number 8 is application for use of facilities. This application for use of facilities for Maria Gomolka. She's looking to use the town park. Date set up 10/13/16, time 6 p.m. It's a dinner event, 5 p.m., and takedown about 10 p.m. This is for, I take it it's for football.
It is not, I'm sorry, it's not football, it's a personal dinner that she's holding in the community room.
Okay, all right. She has it marked right here in football, and then Brian Reeder, so I thought it was with football. So she has it for Brian Reeder over there, town hall, community room with kitchen. No alcohol is being served. It says no, it's for it's not for a private party, and it's not for a special event. So her deposit was dropped off, have her deposit, so I make a motion to accept the application.
I'll second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel.
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Boardman.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 5 on our old business, bids for FEMA highway project.
And thank you, Mr. Supervisor, on this particular project. This is FEMA money. This is some of the money that the town is receiving as reimbursement for our costs from the November storm a few years ago. As a result of the way that money has to flow into the town, we have obviously dot all our I's, cross all of our T's. We had already tentatively received 3 bids for the project. The way those were obtained at this point in time is a little bit uncertain if it complies strictly with our procurement policy and with New York state law. Based on the advice of our counsel, we're going to kind of rework this particular bid package. We may end up bidding this out, just straight bidding it ourselves as opposed to using a third-party company. So at this point in time, that issue will be tabled. I can make a motion to table it.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Genzel.
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Boardman.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 2 is a proposal for installation of outdoor ice rink. This is coinciding with our 200th anniversary. There's a proposal here from Pace Landscaping. We will be buying the rink outright for a price of $4,675. It will be put up in the back for all residents of the town to use. It will be maintained by Scott from Parks, also with maintained from Pace Landscaping. They will put it up, they will take it down for the town. So I make a motion to accept their bid for $4,675.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
No.
Councilman Genzel,
Absolutely, yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Boardman.
Positively, yes.
Motion is carried.
So this ice rink will be ours, they will take it down, they will store it, we'll have it as town and part of the town so the children don't have to go up into. Right now, most people will go up into the town of Hamburg and use the one next across from Charlotte Avenue there, that I think the schools either put up on town property, which you probably know better, Kathy, or the village puts up there. But we'll be able to put one out here for the kids, be maintained, it'll be ours to own. And actually, it's the price of buying it compared to the price of renting it for 1 year. It doesn't make sense. So we'll buy it, we'll have it for ours, it'll be a nice addition for the town, for the children to use. Item number 3 is application for use of facility for North Boston Fire Company.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We have a request for use of the facility by the North Boston Volunteer Fire Company. The dates requested are July 6th through 10th, setup being on July 6th, takedown on July 10th. It is for their gala fundraiser. They are asking for use of the community room and kitchen, for the parking for over 50. They are also asking for the park with the lion shelter and the bathroom facilities. We have received their deposits. They will be serving alcohol. It is not a private party. It is a public special event. I would like to make a motion that we approve use of facility for the North Boston Fire Company for their fundraiser.
Second.
Councilman Munger.
Yes.
Councilman Genzel.
Yes.
Supervisor Bello.
Yes.
Councilman Boardwhite.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 4 was already taken care of, the use of facility. Item number 6 is reports and presentations. Town Clerk.
You will see that you have my August monthly town clerk's report and the final, my final settlement with Erie County for the 2016 town and county taxes. Also, it's Boston Fire Company's chicken dinner time, so Sunday, October 2nd from 11 a.m. Until they're gone, you can pick up a dinner for only $10. Also on the 2nd, our local 4-H is having also having a chicken barbecue, but it's being held at Bippard's Farm out on 5240 Clinton Street. So if you're out that way, grab a chicken dinner from them. Flu and pneumonia shot vaccinations will be administered here at the Town Hall on Friday, October 7th, between the hours of 10 and 2 here in the courtroom. Deer management permits are also available right now up until October 1st. And you can get them at any town hall and Walmart and Dick's if you need to. At the last meeting, I did report regarding the privacy bar that was removed from blocking your personal information from my counter. I just wanted to let everybody know I'm doing my best to inform you that your documents are no longer secure. I immediately requested that this bar be put back to protect your privacy, and I was told by the supervisor that we don't need it, and that he is the only one that is authorized to view the tape and the only one that authorizes anyone to view it. He also stated that anything handed over the counter instantly becomes property of the town and by law can be foiled. And I have to disagree with you because I do not take possession of anybody's driver's license, birth certificates, social security cards, divorce papers, or any other documents that they give me that I use to issue them information. I don't keep that. So that has not become property of the town. HIPAA law protects the health information of everybody, and there are the various laws protecting sensitive information, such as your driver's license and social security numbers. And it is my job to protect the information. And so I am reporting to you that, once again, the supervisor continues to advise me to keep that area clear, and it will not be covered again. And then lastly, on behalf of myself and the Republican Committee, we all give our heartfelt thanks for the great turnout for the town's primary election. Thank you very much for your votes. And that's all I have.
Yes. Brush pickup starts again October 3rd. We'll do every street in town once. So get your brush out by October 3rd, because once we do that, usually it's leaf season right after brush pickup. So, and other than that, we have wood chips available for anybody in town who wants wood chips. Fill out a sheet. And we also have fill. We've been doing some shoulder work and some ditching. We're looking for places to dump fill. So if anybody needs fill, fill out a sheet. That's all I have.
Thank you.
And I don't think I have anything more, Mr.
Councilman Winter.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Yes, I reported last meeting that the potluck dinner was going to be the 18th. Obviously, after hearing the request for use of facilities today, I need to let everybody know that clearly that is not going to be the case. It will be indeed October 25th from 5 to 9. It's a potluck dinner, so bring a dish to pass. Anybody is welcome. It's always a good time. I know that I will be there, as long as my wife tells me I'm allowed to be there. So please, if you have the evening open, come down to the town hall and enjoy some fellowship. Also, I have had it brought to my attention that some residents are having difficulty getting a hold of me. So I would like to let everybody know, first off, my preferred means of conversation and communication is through the town email system, which is Councilman Munger at thetownofboston.com. If you cannot get a hold of me for any reason through that, I have a new personal number that I've arranged that you can get a hold of me directly. Feel free to take this down. That is 716-646-8265. Feel free to contact that number for me at any time. I'd be more than happy to work with you for anything that I can. Also, just I guess a public service announcement. Since we have questions about signage in this town, based on my research, it is still illegal to trespass and put signs up. The Sunday prior to the primary, I went out into my front lawn where there were 2 political signs that were illegally placed. So just be sure that if you are placing signs that you have proper permission from the landowner to do so. And if the people who would post those signs would like them back, they are in my car. That's all, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you. Councilman Winter.
Nothing this evening, Mr. Supervisor, thank you.
Councilman Boyd.
Nothing at all.
Under the supervisor's report, I received the clerk's monthly report. I received also the code enforcement report and the supervisor's financial report. I also have been informed by attorney and counsel that anything that goes over that counter that stays with the town is allowed to be foiled. We do not store documents for medical reasons, so I don't know how the HIPAA law would fall into that, but I'm not sure. I can find that out. But I am the only person who can rewind that tape or review that tape. That tape is there for a reason, and blocked out spaces are not acceptable. It cannot zoom in. We are not Las Vegas. Doesn't have the ability to do that, nor will it. It's for security. And when we collect money and do financial transactions at a town, and if you can't see what's going on in a big black area,
When I collect
I get, Mr. Town Clerk, I gave your time to talk. And if you can't see transactions going on within that town or what's going on, it prevents a security issue. I visited quite a few towns who have the systems, who have fob systems, who have security cameras. They don't have blacked out spots anywhere. I'd be more than happy to visit these towns with any resident or anybody and show them what they have too. They actually have a better security system we have. And when we had a company come in, well actually, I think it's a state agency that comes in and they do an assessment on the towns of security, exit lights, doors, how they close for highway, make sure he has his doors closed down there during the day, exhaust systems. They do a complete study of all the town facilities and what we need and what we don't need. And that is available, and it said clearly we lack in security, period. That's why security is up in this town. And for the simple reason we had none. We didn't have cameras, we didn't have fob systems, we had nothing. We didn't even have speed bumps. So that's why they're there. Your documents, I can guarantee you, are safe. Nobody's sitting there looking at documents or what's passed over the counter. It really doesn't mean anything. If there's an issue, then we were able to review it and see it. If we have to, we can't see it clearly, I'd be more than happy to show anybody the video camera if they'd like to see it. So on that, I make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.
It's too bad the bookkeeper
I make
isn't
a motion to
protected
close the
either.
meeting. Can I have a second,
Second.
please?
Yes.
Councilman Munger.
Thank you.
Yes.
Councilman Genzel.
Yes.
Supervisor Bello.
Yes.
Councilman Boardwhite.
Yes.
Meeting is closed.